right. Hi guys, I'm Coder Dan, the CEO of Pixelcraft Studios and a lead developer at Aavegotchi. Today I'm super excited to be here at the Game On Summit, giving you guys this keynote. And thanks to the Summit for putting all of this together, and also special thanks to GameJibe for making these amazing Aavegotchi avatars for the attendees that you guys are seeing roaming around the conference. Super fun to see that, and it's amazing that they were able to put that together. So in today's keynote, first we're going to be going over what exactly an Aavegotchi is and what you can do with it. And then in the second half, I'm excited to announce that we've actually got a special behind-the-scenes look at what Pixelcraft has been cooking up for the Gachiverse. That's right, we're going to be getting a special Gachiverse first look gameplay video at the end of this video, so keep watching until the end, guys. All right, let's begin. First of all, what is an Aavegotchi? We like to say that Aavegotchis are 100% on-chain, DeFi staked, playable NFTs. All right, so what does that mean? Let's go through it. First of all, on-chain, 100% of the metadata of an Aavegotchi is stored on the blockchain and is queryable by anyone. Now, this may not sound especially impressive, but actually it is, because there's a dirty secret kind of in the NFT space, and that is that most of the metadata, most of what makes your NFT, like your profile picture, your Bored Ape, your Pudgy Penguins, whatever your favorite PFP is, what the metadata that makes that NFT is most likely for the vast majority of NFTs, it's not stored on chain. On chain means on the blockchain. And the issue with that is that if the server, like the Amazon or the Google Cloud server, even the IPFS, the server that is hosting that metadata, if the server goes down or the IPFS gets unpinned for some reason, poof, your NFT is gone. You're looking at an empty or like an error, basically what you would see. And so we have taken great painstaking effort to ensure that Aavegotchis are going to be stored not only on IPFS or in a Arweave or something cool like that. We've actually gone a lot of steps further and taken the Aavegotchi itself as an SVG, uploaded it to the blockchain, and created a very easy method that anyone can call on the smart contract to retrieve your Aavegotchi directly from the blockchain, wherever you want it. So that includes the Aavegotchi itself. It also includes the wearables. And recently, we even added side views, which is, I think, pretty much the first time that anyone has ever done an on-chain SVG with side views. So amazing feats of innovation happening here at Aavegotchi. And we're so proud of that feature that Aavegotchis are on-chain. We like to tell everyone who will listen about the on-chain gospel. So that's the first part. What are Aavegotchis? They're on-chain. Second part is they are DeFi staked. This means, when you think of a typical NFT, it's a picture or it's a GIF or it's a video, and that's pretty much all it is, right? It doesn't have any other value baked into it beyond what is in the metadata. So what we've done is we've actually gone and inherited from the ERC 998 smart contract standard for composable NFTs. And what we've done is we have taken these Aave, the lending protocol, the Aave A tokens, which are an ERC20 token that basically accrues interest over time. And we've said, okay, here's our Aavegotchi, here's the ERC20 interest-bearing tokens, let's put them together. Let's put these tokens inside of the Aavegotchi so that only the Aavegotchi can use them or can manipulate them. And what that essentially does is it creates a DeFi staked NFT. A DeFi staked NFT is also like, you can think of it kind of like a piggy bank, except even if you don't put money into the piggy bank, the piggy bank keeps earning money for you. Over time, these interest-bearing tokens are going to actually increase the overall value of the NFT. And they also, they get transferred with the NFT. So if you stake 100 DAI into your NFT, into your Aavegotchi, and you transfer it to someone else, those funds also go to that person. So it's a really interesting mechanic. And again, pretty much the first ones to do this with an NFT. So lots of innovation happening there as well. And finally, Aavegotchis are, this is probably my favorite part, they are playable. They're actually interactive. And again, most of the NFTs in the market right now, you can look at it, you can trade it, but you can't do much else with it. With an Aavegotchi, you can actually change the destiny of your Aavegotchi. If you pet it every day, which is a special type of interaction that you can do twice a day, you actually increase the kinship score of the Aavegotchi, which has direct impacts later on in the Gachiverse that I'm going to be talking about. It just makes your Aavegotchi, love you more. It's an on-chain metric of how good of an owner you are to your Aavegotchi. So they're playable, they're interactive. They also have XP. XP, like experience points. You can earn that by playing mini games with your Aavegotchi. You can earn it by attending community events that are put on and earning XP. So basically, it's another metric of showing how much you have used or interacted with your Aavegotchi. And finally, you can actually put clothes on it. Clothes, or wearables as we call them, are ERC 1155 NFTs. And what you can do, again, you take the 1155 and you stick it into the Aavegotchi NFT itself, and the Aavegotchi becomes the owner of those clothes, and it actually puts the clothes on. You can wear them and you can display them on chain, like I mentioned earlier. So those are kind of the intrinsic aspects of how you are able to play with your Aavegotchi. The extrinsic aspects are also very interesting. One part of the benefit of us being completely on chain is that developers can actually get their hands on our code, and they can pull out the Aavegotchi from the smart contract and they can use it in their own mini games. So what we're already seeing emerging is this like burgeoning ecosystem of mini game developers, people who are actually building games on top of Aavegotchi and doing some very interesting stuff with that, making use of the different wearables, making use of all the traits, the XP, the kinship that we have. And so that's another way that you can play basically directly with your Aavegotchi and actually increase its value, because the Aavegotchi is playing and it's earning XP, and also whatever play to earn rewards a certain game has. So again, comes back to the idea of playability. And the final aspect of playability is we at Pixelcraft are also, we're not just content with making a cool playable NFT. We want to create an entire world for our Aavegotchis. We love these little pixelated ghosts, and we want to create a space where they can interact with each other, they can fight, they can earn, they can socialize. And so we are currently working on the next phase of Aavegotchi, which I'm excited to announce is the Gachiverse realm. And so, what we're trying to create here is not just another metaverse. It's actually more of a DeFi, we like to call it a DeFi RPG, because your Aavegotchi is socializing with other Aavegotchis, but at the same time, we have added on a new layer of this play to earn aspect, where you're actually not just socializing, not just exploring, but you're actually earning. And there's these 4 different tokens that you can earn in the game. We have Keck, Alpha, FOMO, and FUD. And these are actually pickups that you're going to be able to walk around the map and pick up. And they are ERC20 tokens that are going to have real financial value inside the game, and also extrinsically, where we have this DEX this Gachi Alchemica DEX where you can actually trade these resources. We're going to have pairs that are linked to Ghost, which is the main token of Aavegotchi. And so as you're walking around, you'll be able to pick up these resources. But the actual more of the main way of getting them is by owning your own realm parcel, which is basically our answer to land within the Gachiverse. And each parcel is going to come with a certain allocation of these 4 Gachis Alchemica, Alpha, Keck, FOMO, and FUD. We have the spacious parcel, which is the biggest one, reasonably sized, and also humble. And they're distributed in this kind of proportion throughout the entire Gachiverse. So the Gachiverse itself is split into 2 main areas. First, you have the Citadel, which is going to be kind of the phase 1 of the Gachiverse, and it's a farming and socializing and it's a very friendly environment. There's no player-on-player combat within the Citadel. But coming next year, this area outside of the Citadel is going to be opened up. It's called the Grid. And within the Grid, there's all sorts of interesting areas. The Dark Forest, the Magma Springs, Mount Oomph, the Liquidator Ruins. And these are all going to be new explorable areas. And also they're going to have higher concentrations of Alchemica in certain areas, such as the Dark Forest. It's going to have high concentrations of FUD, and Mount Oomph, for example, will have high concentrations of FOMO. So again, you're going to be able to own parcels in those certain areas. And what you do with a parcel is you are able to extract the Gachis Alchemica from those parcels into your wallet, and then you would go over and you would trade them on the Gachis Alchemica. Or what you would want to do is you would want to power up your own parcel by equipping installations on top of it. Installations are also NFTs that can be equipped into the parcel, which increase the speed of mining or increase the output rate. They do various things within the game. So the bottom line is you'll be mining Alchemica, but then you can reinvest them back into the parcel to mine even faster and faster and become a Gachis Alchemica whale. And so the realm is going to be going live. What we're going to be showing here is a preview just in a moment, but the first sale is going to be happening in October, estimated. We're currently working very hard to prepare that. And then the realm itself, the first iteration, the Citadel, we are aiming to launch that at the end of this year. And the way that we are going to be conducting the sales is via a GBM incentivized English auction, which we've done 2 times now, and the community absolutely loves it. It's a great time. Basically, what it amounts to is we have thousands of NFT auctions going on at the same time, and if you bid and you get outbid subsequently, the person who outbids you actually pays you out a little payout, up to usually 10 or 15% of your original bid. So if you bid 100 ghosts, someone outbids you, bam, you've earned 10 ghosts. And this is we love doing this because the community loves it. It's also very fair way of doing an NFT auction, because what happens is people are actually able to flip their way up to actually earning a free NFT. We've seen that happen many times in previous auctions. So we love doing this method. And so 80% of the parcels for the Citadel are going to be distributed via this method. And 20% of them are going to be distributed via an NFT raffle that will happen just after it. So that's going to be happening in October. And we're super excited to prepare that. We kind of see a preview of the UI here, although it's going to be much, much more detailed in the final version. But without further ado, let's get on to the final part of this keynote, which is a preview of where we are so far in the development process of the realm, and a little preview of kind of what it's going to look like in the initial launch in December. So I now present to you the Gachiverse first look video. All right, well, that was the first look video. I love the fact that we have side views that are on chain that are rendering out and creating this experience. And the gotchis can fire fireballs because they have wearables equipped, and they can run around, they can socialize, they can enter the gotchi lodge, where that's going to be a whole new experience that you kind of travel to another area outside of the main map. There's going to be live chat where you can chat with each other. All sorts of really cool things are coming in the pipeline. This is really just a very, very early look. We're working so hard on it, and our team is doing an amazing job. 25 and more developers and designers, marketers that are working on this currently, and the team is growing. So I think that's pretty much it for this keynote, definitely over time. But I want to thank you guys for listening in, and welcome you again to join the Discord, discord.gg/Aavegotchi, and definitely follow our Twitter and check out the wiki as well, wiki.aavegotchi.com. And yeah, have a great time at the summit, and feel free to stop by our booth as well. And we're going to have lots of people there hanging out to answer any kind of questions that you have. So thank you again, and see you in the summit, guys. Take care.